Hey there, today I wanted to come on and tell you about these Seenda headphones. They are kids headphones. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name exactly correct, but I bought these for my kids. So I wanted to tell you about them today, tell you what I like about them, and hopefully answer some of the questions that you might have about them to help you with your purchasing decisions. But before we get started, I just wanted to mention real quick that if you decide to purchase this or would like to look at them and try to decide more from the Amazon page, I do have my Amazon affiliate link located down below. And what that just means is you don't pay anything extra, but it does help out our channel. So thanks so much for using that link if you decide to purchase it or something like this. And let's get started. So first thing I wanted to do is just kind of go over some of the features of the headphones. So right away you can tell that there is this nice padding at the top of the headphones, and I love that because it just makes them super comfortable. You've also got that same cushioning around the ears, so lots of good comfort as far as when you're wearing them. I will say, even though I bought these for my kids, I actually use them some myself. We have several different pairs of kids headphones in our house, and these are very comfortable, like I said, so I enjoy using them as well. So as you can see right here on the side, there is this lightning bolt, which I think this is definitely one of the fun features of these headphones, is that on your switches over here, once you turn them on, there is a button up here at the top, right here, that you simply push, and when you push it, it will give you different options. So there's the blinking, and then there's just kind of a rotating light basically, and off, and then back to what it was at the beginning. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different choices as far as the lightning bolt goes. So I know a lot of kids like that feature. That is on both sides of the headphones, so your child can choose with that top button how they want their lights to be. These are also adjustable. So the manufacturer says they are for 3 to 18, which clearly I'm older than 18, but that is the ages. And as you can see here, it does have this nice numbering system on both sides. So if you have multiple kids using the same pair, they could just remember what number they're on, and that way when they go to use them again, they know exactly where to set them. So I really like that feature as well. So one thing I definitely look for in kids headphones, and these definitely have, is easy connection. So these, you just simply turn them on. The power switch is separate from the other buttons, which I like that. So it's easy for the child to find. So you simply turn it on, and then once you do, you just turn on your device on the Bluetooth, and then you'll see it pop up. You just click it and it connects right away. So super easy connection. So that is wonderful. And then you've got these 4 buttons over here that I would like to tell you about. So of course we already went over this light button right here. And then next you have this plus and minus button right here. So the plus is going to do your volume up, and the minus is going to do your volume down, obviously, right? So the one thing that I really love about these headphones is they are dual volume. So what that means is that you have 2 options for how high you want the volume to go. So you have option of 85 decibels, or you can go up to 94 decibels. So that would be a thing that I would maybe not tell my kids about, because you can basically change that by using that plus and minus button. And if you do just kind of a short hold, you'll hear her say which decibel it's at, and that basically makes it where you can turn it a little bit louder. They're both safe for kids, as far as both levels are good for kids, but you know, if your child was just using them at home or something like that, the 85 decibels should be plenty. But if you were on something like a plane where there's more noise, then you might want to set it where it can go up to 94. Like I said, they probably would not be able to even know that that's an option unless you tell them, because you do have to do that short press of those 2 buttons that are not right next to each other. But I love that feature that you can switch between the different levels depending on what you're using the headphones for. You've also got the play and the pause button. And then in your box, you will receive directions. And in those directions, once you open it up, you've got the different languages. But this is the English side. And these little boxes will also tell you, you can also use them for phone calls. I actually had them on earlier and was listening to music, and my daughter called me, and I was able, there's a microphone with it, so I was able to talk. So if your kid was doing something like FaceTiming, there's different buttons that you can use for calls as well, for like answering a call, hanging up. But I'm not going to go over all of that right now because most kids likely aren't going to be using it for that, but that is a feature that you can use with this. So as we mentioned before, they are wireless, but you also will receive in your box a 3.5 aux cable. So most likely, like, we don't really use this, but it is handy to have so that if you're going to go on a plane and you need to plug it in to the screen in front of you, you've got this available, and it just plugs in right there at the bottom. Then, as you can see right there, you've got the USB port, and that is for your charger. So you don't receive the little plug thing, but likely if you're like us, you've got a lot of those around your house, but you will receive the USB-C port or plug to charge it with. So you just plug it in right there at the bottom, plug it into the wall, and then you can charge it. So at full charge, these can go for 45 hours, which is fantastic because that means you can take a long plane ride, you can take a long travel day, and you're not going to have to worry about the headphones. So at a full charge, which I think it said it takes about an hour and a half. I've never like sat and timed it. But that's what it says is about, the manufacturer says about an hour and a half to do those 45 hours. Or there is like a quick charge where you can do 5 minutes to get 5 hours, which that's pretty incredible as well. So if you know you were in a rush or something and traveling, you could plug them in real quick and still get that 5 hours out of them. So I think that is wonderful, especially for families who travel, because you might be in a pinch and might be rushed, and you would be able to charge them really fast. So last thing I wanted to tell you about is the feature where the headphones, both of these ears can fold up, which is really nice because it makes them super nice and compact for travel, and it also just makes them a lot more durable that they are able to do that. The headband also can bend just a tad, so that just will help, like I said, with that durability of hopefully helping them stay around for a long time. So we hope we answered some of your questions, gave you some information that you might be thinking about or you know, trying to understand before you purchase, and hopefully we helped you with your buying decisions. Happy shopping!